I saw this video the other day and it was so inspiring, and I sent it to my sister and I almost started crying. And it reminded me of a conversation that I one time heard, that there is going to be a last time you're going to hug the person you love the most. There's going to be a last time you're going to visit the place you love the most. There's going to be a last time that you're going to say, I love you, to the person that you love the most. And what's interesting is that before we were born, we didn't really know what was happening. But today, as we're living our lives, we think that life is going to just be infinite. We live as if life is going to be infinite, that things are just going to continue to happen until we get older. And then unfortunately, we start to see people around us starting to pass away, and then it's going to be our turn. One of the things that is guaranteed is that we are going to die. And the question we need to ask ourselves is, what are we going to do about it, and how can we start to live our lives? For the amount of people that I've spoken to in their 60s and 70s who have been so regretful of what it is that they've been doing in their life, decisions that they have made, and decisions, more importantly, that they have not made, has really been so transformative to my own growth, to really tell myself, Bennett, you gotta get yourself moving. So what is it we are going to do to get ourselves off of the couch, stop scrolling, and really moving forward to live the life that we know we can live? It's not like talking about a life that is impossible. It's a life that we really believe that we can start to live. And if we can just get ourselves situated in the right mindset and really start taking that proper action, then things are just going to fly. The first area that we need to focus on is we got to get moving. One of the biggest things that stops so many people from getting ahead in life is that they get so complacent and they get so comfortable with what it is they're doing. As human beings, we like comfort, we like coziness, we like to feel safe and protected. And by putting ourselves out in certain situations that are going to help us grow and get us to the next level, we have to get out of that discomfort. And we have to recognize what is it we can start to do to move ourselves. So whether that's really just getting outside and going on a walk, going on a run, visiting people, just going downtown and just seeing everybody that's walking and just hearing the noise and the lights and whatever it might be, getting out and doing something is going to help you get that action, to be able to get inspired to continue to take that action, to get going. If you find yourself stuck and you find yourself in the same patterns that you do not want to be in, you got to just get up and you just got to go. The second thing you need to focus on is you need to ask yourself, what is it that you want? For so many of us, we might not be moving forward because we don't have clarity in terms of the direction that we want to go in. So if I told you to meet me in Philadelphia, but I didn't tell you where in Philadelphia that I might be, you're never going to be able to find me. We need to have clarity in terms of the direction we want to go in. In the beginning, it might just be directional. It might be east or west or north or south, wherever it might be, but we have to have a certain direction. This is something that I help out with college kids a lot, because so many times they feel so much pressure on themselves to be able to have to make a decision that's going to affect the rest of their life. And what I tell them is that just keep moving directionally in the right path. And if you can start to move forward and take those steps, then you're going to be able to get to the door that you want to get to. So it might take 5 and it might take 10 years, but guess what? You're going to get to the place. Because so many people just don't take any steps, and then they look back 10, 20, 30 years and nothing has changed. They're just on this lazy river of life. And if we can start to move forward and take the action and just get directional, doors are going to open up and help us get to the next door, which will help us to the next door, which will end up getting us to the goal that we truly want to be achieved. The third thing we need to do is more play defense. And what I mean by that is we have to see what's distracting us. You see, for so many of us, it might be politics, it might be world news, it might be the economy, it might be just our neighbor. There are certain things that take and suck our energy out of us. And if you do not know what those things are, you are giving your energy to other people. And what we have to realize is that we have to protect ourselves first, and then we could put ourselves out in that situation. And the way that I found out about this is that I actually started to lose so much energy when it came to the news, and I realized that I was not performing in any area of my life well. And what I needed to do is I needed to just cut it off for a little bit of time to tell myself I need to be the one to be able to be proactive and be the one in charge. And if other people and other people's opinions and all the noise that is going on out there is taking control of me, then I am not living my life. I'm living their life. I'm living the life that they want me to be living. And that is something that I do not want to be doing. I want to make the choices that I want to make. I want to live the lifestyle that I want to live. And I don't want anybody else to dictate. So what are those things that are distracting, that are pulling you every which way in order to be able to move forward, get going in the direction that we want to be going in? And building on that is number 4, where we have to set certain guidelines. And this is something I recently put into my own personal schedule where I don't look at social media till after 12 o'clock noon. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it in terms of not doing it all day, but guess what? If I wanted to be productive in the mornings, I know I cannot look at social media, and that is just something that I can't be doing. I realize that every time I look at social media when I wake up or after breakfast or whatever it might be, it gets me in such a weird state that I'm not able to continue to move forward. I feel like I'm just coasting throughout the morning. I know for me personally, the morning is the time where I need to be able to get going and I need to be able to take that action. And if I start getting distracted emotionally, mentally, psychologically, then I'm not going to be able to be as successful as I want to be. Know yourself and know what guidelines you have to put into place, whether it's a bedtime, whether it's a detox from certain things. Understand that if you can start to take control of that, it's going to help build your self-esteem. Then you're also going to be able to move forward in the right direction that you want to be going. And the fifth thing you need to do is you need to ask yourself, what is the best investment for you right now? And this isn't just the financial thing, but for you personally, is having a relationship going to be something that's going to help you get directional in terms of your life? Is working on your health going to give you more energy to be able to wake up earlier and really take the action that you want to take? We need to ask ourselves these questions, because if we're not asking ourselves, what is it that I can start to do for myself? Then guess what? We're going to be constantly living the life that we want. And if you're watching a video like this, you probably don't want to be living that type of life. We need to ask ourselves, what is it we're doing for ourselves? What am I investing in? Is it my confidence? Is it my decision making? Is it lowering my anxiety? Is it my patience? Is it my business skills? Is it my finance? Is it my sales? Whatever it might be, you need to ask yourself, what can I start to invest in order to be able to move forward? And that's going to change so much when it comes to your own growth and your own direction in life. And one great way to be able to make sure that you're starting to be even more productive is to start to batch your time. And if you don't even know what that means, take a look at this next video where I give practical examples and strategies in terms of how it is that you can start to batch your own time.